Ganyan. So for this experiment, we are going to connect devices to build IoT. So for the part 1, we will start with 4 LEDs, a PC, a switch, and a server. So for the first part, we will go to end devices, and then power grid, which is here. So we will select, let's dock it first. There. So we can see the instructions side by side. So first we will go to instant power grid. For PT solar device, which is here. This is the solar device, which is the solar panel. And then we will select the battery, and next thing is the power meter, which is this one. So all the components are connected. So using IoT custom cables, connect the solar panel and the battery to the power meter according to the table below. So let's try arranging them first. So we will go to connections and then IoT custom cable. So for this one, we will select TO, and to the power meter, we will select D0. So we will do the same for the battery. So we will select IoT custom cable, then we'll select this port, and we will connect it to the port, which is D1, and then we will connect this one so this is already connected. So using IoT custom cables, connect the LED according to the table below. So we will connect these LEDs so for the first one, so LED, so we will choose IoT custom cable to the D1. Same goes with this one. With the corresponding number of the LED, we will connect it here, which is D3. Since this is LED 4, we will connect it here, which is D4. So all of the cables, IoT cables of the LED are connected. So looking here, so using an Ethernet straight cable, connect Ethernet port of the solar power battery and power meter to the switch according to the table below. So for this one, so we will use a copper straight through as said. So gigabit Ethernet to the switch port, which is 03. The copper for the power meter, the switch is 04. Let's move it here. And for the battery, fast Ethernet to D5. So as we can see, the devices are already connected to the switch. Please note that based on the instructions, the packet tracer uses the required version of packet tracer is 7.1. However, I use the packet tracer version 7.3, so there is no much difference. I cannot see much difference as of now in connecting these components. So next, we will configure our devices. So first thing is we will click the solar panel, which is this one. So we will go to config and we will go to gigabit Ethernet and we will select the DHCP on the IP configuration. We will repeat this process on the remaining devices. So we will hide it first. For the power meter, when we taking note, when we configure in DHCP, the device itself will assign its corresponding IP address. So for this one, what IP addresses were learned by the solar panel, power meter, and the battery. So looking back, so this one is for the solar panel. Its IP address is 1.0.1.0.0.3, and for the IP address of the power meter is 1.0.0.4, and for the battery is 1.0.0.5. So this is the IP addresses of the devices, of the IoT devices. So next step is, before the device can operate properly, they must register to the server. Configure the devices with the server's IP address to allow them to find and communicate to the server. So go to the solar panel. So we are here in config tab and settings. So we will scroll down. We will use remote server. Select remote server under IoT server, which is this one. Then we will enter the following information, which is 1.0.0.0.1. That is the IP address of the server. Its username is admin and the password is admin. Since this is the default username and password for devices, but in real life, this username and password should be changed for security purposes. Then click connect. So as we can see, the button is refreshed. It means that the solar panel is already connected. We will close this one. And then we will repeat it to the following devices. There. We will repeat it to the following devices. So same server address, username, and password. Here. There. So we will connect the device. So the device is already connected. So we will close this one. And next one, we go to settings and remote server. So same address, same username, and same password. Then we will connect the device to the server. So all the devices are connected. So we will go to the part 3. So for the part 3, we can see, notice, now all the devices are connected. Notice how the solar panel changes the battery. So as we can see, the battery is drained. Notice how the LED draw power from battery for operation. So these 3 LED are still blinking for some time, and notice how LEDs goes dark if the battery has no charge. So as we can see, if the power was drawn out, there are no lights, but when there are some power drawn by the solar panel, the LED still lit up. So there. Let's go. Let's go to the PC. Then go to desktop and to the web browser. So we will type the IP address of the server and log in using the username admin and the password is admin. let's try once more. So there, we can see that there are 3 devices connected, which give us the status. As we can see, the available power for the battery is around 0.65%, and the power meter shows that there are around 100 watts that is being detected. And for the solar panel, there are 100 watts per hour, but the power fluctuates as seen on the PC desktop. So we can see that there are 3 devices that is connected. So if the other devices is not shown here, because these are the smart devices that is connected to our PC. So why the switch, the server, and the PC is not listed? This is not listed because those devices are already used in communication, but those are not IoT devices. That is why they are not appearing on the screen here in the PC0, since this PC0 and the server are used as a control center for this listed IoT devices. So the switch used to communicate from the PC and to the IoT devices, and the server is the one who stores data, so which we can access here. So as we can see, there are 3 devices only that is appearing to the screen, because these are the IoT devices controlled by the server. So that is why there are only 3 devices connected to the server, which is the solar panel, which is the IoT0, and the power meter, which is the IoT2, and the battery, which is IoT1. So hope you like this video, and see you again next time.